Hey everybody.
I was dancing while I put shoes
You
on.
ain't gonna imagine. You ain't gonna believe what just happened.
Put your seatbelt on.
I'm working on it.
Oh,
So
dude,
we're in the Dollar Tree, and this woman comes in and
yeah,
gets our attention and waves at us. She was like,
she
"Oh,
got all up in your face.
you guys look like people that I know."
Well, me maybe.
And I'm like,
I do have a doppelganger out there.
we just started laughing because it's like, if you got friends that look like us,
Apparently his name is Don, and then somewhere else.
you know, I feel sorry for your friends.
No, I look pretty good. You, on the other hand. Oh, what does that say about me? Damn it. Well, you look better than my exes, so it's not like I dated anybody.
Because I had
Not like I dated anybody that attractive.
Because I had a bed in the shower.
Shut up. They did too. Well, one of them did. He also had a crazy ex-wife.
And I'm the youngest one she's ever been with. Cha-cha. Cha-cha.
That's not saying much. Like there's one dude at work that thought I was 21 for a really long time. And when I told him how old I really was, he didn't believe me. So I had to show him my license. And then he said my license was fake.
Oh, speaking of license, I have seen the coolest wallets on TikTok. It's a Batman wallet.
I know when you put your little license in, it looks like you have a Batman face.
Yeah, you slide your license in, and I guess every license,
I've been seeing those for a while now.
The picture's in the same spot.
Yeah, it lines up.
And you are Batman. That is cool.
So he like the other day he was like, "Oh, you're married?" And I was like, "Yeah, for almost like 10 years or something." And he goes, "You got married when you were a kid?" And I was like, "Dude, did you remember that I told you I was 40, not 21?"
And if somebody could do the math.
He couldn't. Like, he could not.
Either my wife or...
I was like, my husband's 50, because there was another guy there, too. They're, like, the same age. So these two guys who were about 20 years old, the one of them can't do fucking basic math. Because he thought I was 21. And I was like, I'm not 21. Add 20 to it. That's how old I am. And he's like, what? And then the other guy's like, that means she's 41, you idiot.
We got married on leap year. I don't remember what year.
2016. Next year's 10 years.
Oh.
I told you that. February. February's 10 years.
So we're gonna go to Vegas.
We're gonna keep going. That's the plan. So we'll go for Vegas for our anniversary and my birthday, because my birthday is 2 weeks later.
All right.
So my birthday is 2 weeks after we got married.
And yes, we're gonna do my version of Vegas.
Yeah, whatever he said.
Fuck the Strip. That's a tourist trap.
Yep. Well, we always drove the Strip. I wasn't that impressed. I was just like, ooh, lights.
You go to
Who cares?
Old Town Vegas.
What's Old Town?
Where we stayed at the El Cortez.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Nacho Daddy again.
You eat dinner at Seagal's.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah. Is it called Seagal's?
Or Seagulls or whatever.
Seagulls, yeah, the Seagull.
Yeah. Because the El Cortez is like
we went there too.
Very, very mob bossy vintage.
Yeah, he bought it. I read the book, or I listened to the book by Bill O'Reilly about the mobs in the 30s and he started in the I think it was like late 20s when Bunny and what's his fucking name? What was their name that they shot up their car? Bonnie and Clyde. So it started around that time when Bonnie and Clyde was out robbing and shooting and whatever. And then it talked about Bugsy Siegel and how he used to own 3 or 4 different casinos in Vegas, and 2 of them are still standing.
Yep.
And they were built in 1942 or 1946 or something, back in the 40s.
And when you go there, you stay in the pavilion room.
And it's the El Cortez and then the Flamingo, I think.
But if you're a smoker, you stay in the pavilion room because it's outside doors.
Yeah, you go straight to the outside.
It's above the parking garage.
Yeah. That one was pretty. That was kind of cool.
And it's a really nice room for
Because the other rooms are updated and they're inside.
like $70 a night.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is the truest, most vintage, old school Vegas. And this time when we go, I'm going to take an hour to do an hour-long video.
Well, this time we're going to have actually more than one freaking night.
I want to do an hour-long video and what I call the Hall of Fame.
Because the only reason we went last time and it was only one night was because I had already bought tickets to that museum.
Yeah.
That haunted, the Zach Baggins museum thing.
Yeah. Because there's this hallway that's just full of pictures on both sides.
Which I might do again to see if he got more stuff. I just spilled shit on myself. More stuff.
But yeah, this hallway's got pictures of mob bosses and everybody that was around Vegas in the 40s and 50s.
Yep. So we're going to do that.
They used to not embrace that Bugsy owned it.
Yeah,
like
they probably don't want to be associated. Are you moving, or are you just going to sit there? I don't know what this truck dude is doing.
I even asked him, like, one of the times I was there, and they were like, that's just a rumor.
Yeah.
And now it's like the fucking restaurant in the place has his picture hanging on the wall and his last name.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, come on. That's the mystique of this place.
Yeah.
This isn't for kids. Mm-mm. This is the grown-up.
Well, that's the one that you can't be in unless you're 21.
Yeah.
You can't even stay in it unless you're 20.
And then we're gonna
21.
Go down to Fremont Street and hang out for hours. Because Fremont Street is fucking
Yeah, the last
awesome.
time we went, it was like 50 degrees. We were freezing. We just walked in, walked back, and then went to Nacho Daddy.
Yeah, Nacho Daddy with the best nachos ever.
Yeah. And then I
was watching a TikTok live streamer that was on Fremont Street last night. And I'm like, man, I got to go back to Vegas just to go to Nacho Daddy and get some nachos. And he read my comment. And he goes, well, I'm going to make you really mad. I'm going to go there right now.
Ah!
And he was still alive after he got his nachos.
Burned.
And I'm like, you bitch.
You going to turn your thing off?
Oh.